So. Not yet. Yeah, I'm just like refreshing. Okay, I can see it. Yeah. Finches.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key.
So far, this is really cool. So far, this is really cool.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
I don't know. Makes me think of that other game with those two girls. The photography student. The other one was in a wheelchair. There was like a storm in the town.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Sorry? No.
As a child, the house made me
I can't think of a
uncomfortable
name.
in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
But she was changing time with the photos.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we
Why
had
she's
Chinese
what?
a lot.
Yeah.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah. Shit, that's a lot of tuna. Salmon, whatever. Seattle's in States. Seattle's the States. Washington. Yeah. Yeah.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
That's fine. Jeez.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
It's a ghost.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised.
That picture must be important because it's in the house twice. The director one. Also, that little kid, she's in there twice too. The same picture.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped
But when
believing
you
that
have
my
a game
brother
with clues,
Milton
you
was
shouldn't do
alive.
that. Yeah. It's intense. Can you see, peek in the hole?
After
Like the
Milton
fisheye?
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated
Did it not
and
let you
drilled
look in it?
peepholes.
Yeah, it's very busy.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
How creepy. And a bunch of empty rooms all sealed.
Louis told me there were
What a
secret
waste of
passages,
like a
but I never
beautiful
believed
house.
him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Please don't tell me Auntie Edith or Great Grandma Edie's alive.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Okay. I can't remember. Yeah.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Oh, there's a map under that star
Before
too.
my mom sealed
Like a
the
floor
doors.
map of the house. On the desk. Sorry.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween
Yeah.
candy was all gone.
Thought it was gonna be the gerbil.
Mom,
It drives me
come
crazy in
out
police
now.
shows too. They're using flashlights in the dark.
It's late. Go to
So
sleep.
stupid.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? No. There was a mushroom in some of that.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Well, she did have a picture downstairs across from that door, the princess door, that had a cat mouth on her face.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I do think it's interesting though that her name is Finch, and she turns into a cat.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Cool, but really confusing.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the hell? Oh, damn.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
She's got a vivid imagination. Flipper, and it tasted really good. So could they all do this? Well, like, Milton drew that picture of the owl and that room that was all like a shark room.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big,
Very.
and I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop it, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer.
Isn't that her room?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So Edie was the one that probably locked up that room, not the mom, Barbara, who locked up the other rooms. Edie's the great-grandmother. I don't know.
Molly's
But
gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
well, she named the cat after her sister.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Hey. I think it just dropped. I think the call just dropped off. Oh. I don't know. Okay. Here. Okay. Yeah.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my
So
mother.
if Edie's the daughter, did Sven take her name? Yeah, I know, but she's Odin's daughter. Wasn't she?
The only trace Grandpa
Shag.
Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
It's annoying that they're sealed up, but it also like forces you to go like out and around in a different way. And that part's cool.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
There's a little arrow at the top too. Whoa.
Sven
I didn't
gave
expect
Sam an
that
old
thing on the
camera he'd
door.
refurbished. He never put it down.
Like the knob to open it, I mean. That other game is Life is Strange. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. You told me a little bit about it, but yeah, I didn't see any of it. Okay.